Hello everyone, I am Saurabh Kumar from KP Architecture classes, and in today's interaction we'll talk about NATA exam. So in this we will look at what's new in NATA this year, what's the syllabus of NATA, what are the different components and their associated weightage. So we'll look about all of them in detail. So let's start. First, if we talk about the overview of this exam, we see that it happens twice every year. And the months are April and June. Now in this exam, the motive of having NATA is that he wants to assess your cognitive skills. Like these are some of the aim that are defined by the conducting authority. That is the Council of Architecture COA who conducts this NATA exam. They say that through NATA, they want to assess the cognitive skills, the visual perception, the logical reasoning, and critical thinking. So these are some of the heads that are described by them, which they want to assess for the students through this exam. So the layout of this exam is like, let's go to next slide. This exam is also of 3 hours in which they ask you 125 questions. These 125 questions constitute of 200 marks. Now the breakup of these 125 questions is not given, like how many questions are of what weightage or what type, but it is given that we have 3 type of questions: 1 mark, 2 mark and 3 mark questions. So from this we can also kind of assess that, let's say there are 3 categories because of 3 marks, so there could be 75 questions of 1 mark. So that will give us around 75 marks. Then there could be 25 questions of 2 marks. So that will give us 50 marks. Then there could be another 25 questions of 3 marks. We are trying to get a division of these questions because as per the latest notification of 2021, what happens with NATA is that up to 2019 there was some guidelines, some method. Then they changed the entire syllabus and the method of conducting exam in 2020. Then they have again updated all those things in 2021. So all these talks that we are having are as per the latest guidelines and notification of 2021. So in this, they have only provided that there would be 125 questions of 200 marks. So it is like we are trying to get what could be the division of these questions. So this will give us 75 marks. With this, we get 200 marks and 125 questions. So you can expect these kind of categories. If we look at the syllabus of this exam, then first your maths, physics, and geometry is given. Chemistry was not mentioned there. The reason is unknown. Then we have these 2 things, which we can club under your aptitude part. So we have language and interpretation, that is your general aptitude. We have the elements and principles of design, building anatomy, which is your architectural aptitude. Then we have these 2 new things. First is general knowledge and current affairs that you need to prepare for. And we have topics which are not outlined here. That means it gives and you can say backdoor entry to NATA for giving you questions which are not mentioned here. That means for preparing for NATA, you not only need to prepare on all these heads, but you also need to prepare for the questions which were previously asked, because NATA can give those questions directly. And in our teaching methodology, what we have done is that we have created separate modules for all of these heads. detailed modules as per the latest syllabus and notifications. So this will help you prepare for all of these things. Now, if we get into further detail, what we know is that NATA is completely online. Now, in this meaning of completely online, you need to understand that there would be no sketching. That is, no physical sketching. But that doesn't mean you need not to prepare for NATA, because what happens is they won't ask you to draw something, but they can ask you questions related to this sketching and drawing. Like they will not ask you to draw a 3-point perspective, but they can show you an image and they can ask you which point of perspective is there in the image. So you need to prepare for the concepts as well. Also in NATA, we see that the maths part is easier. Now this is easier in comparison to JEE paper 2, which is another method of getting admission. Also, it gives emphasis on your physics and chemistry, all these things. So you can expect around 3-4 questions from physics also. Now, out of those 125 questions that we discussed the 3 kind of categories. Now there are 4 types of questions that are described by NATA. So we can say 4 types of questions. Now these 4 types of questions are: first, MCQ, that is multiple choice question. Second is your MSQ, multiple select question. Third is your PCQ, that is preferential choice question, as per its name in 2021. It was also called as PTQ, preferential type question, in 2020. Then fourth part is your NAT, numerical answer type question. What happens in these types of questions that we get is that, let me draw it like this: MCQ, then we have MSQs, then we have your PCQs. This we need to get into detail because this is something new. All these different terms you already know. Like in MCQ, there would be a question statement. You will get 4 options. Any one of them would be right. In MCQ, you know that there would be a question statement and 4 options. So any number of options could be right. All of them could be right. In numerical answer type question, you will get a question statement and you will get a fill in the blank, in which you need to fill the value, like 20 Newton, if they have asked about force. In PCQ, what happens is you get a question statement, you get the 4 options. Now these 4 options, these all are right. All of them are right. What NATA wants to see is that your preference. Let me explain PCQ through this example. But first, if you want to know about why NATA gives PCQ questions, is that they want to check your preference, your degree and intensity. Also, they need to think of how critical you can think of, how much your answer is logic based. Like in this question, you can see what color will you choose for office workspace. So any color you can choose, nothing is wrong. But there is a concept which is called as color psychology. Now, what happens in this concept is that it tells you about which color is suitable for which space as per the color psychology. So if you know about this concept, you will tick that you will choose blue for this part. So NATA basically wants to know if you have any idea of such concepts or not. That's why they want to know how critically you can think of things instead of just cramming anything and applying them. Like, this is the color psychology I was talking about. You have all these different colors and the associated psychology. So you get in the blue, you have the trust, peace, loyalty, competence, which are expected from your employees in an office. So if you know this thing, or if you look at the psychology of color, in which blue is the most productive color, then you can decide that blue would be most suitable for office. So these are the concepts you should be aware of to answer such questions. Now that was one kind of PCQ questions. There are other categories also, like this one. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. What happens is, how many faces do you see in this picture? So if you start looking at it, you can see like this is a face, then this one. You can also keep on finding, you see this one, keep on finding, you see this one. What happens is there are 4 options, out of which one is the right. Like say the conducting authorities have placed only 9 faces in this image. So the answer would be like this. If you choose the exact 9, like B option, you will get 17 marks. Say someone missed out one option, they chose A with 8, so they will still get marks, 12 marks. In the D, that is 5, if someone was only able to calculate up to 5, they will get 7 marks. As there are nothing more than 9, so 10 would be wrong, you will get no marks. So this is another type of PCQ. When you watch our other modules and the study materials, you will get all these concepts in detail. Like if you look at this question, so at this time you might find it difficult because they want you to identify 4 most important visual principles, and these are the options, but you are not aware of about any of them. Might be what a rhythm could be or a hierarchy could be. So what happens is we have a separate class, a separate module which explains these visual principles. So we explain all of them in detail. Now, once you have the information of all of this, you have understood all of this, you can identify them in this image. It's like, say there is depth. Now, depth is something like you have this foreground, you have this background, you can feel the depth in this. So there are such kind of concepts. And what happens is, these are the correct answers. So if you choose from them, only then you will get the marks. So this was the sample MCQ questions I was talking about. Now, but what happens in case of NATA is that the pattern always keep on changing. As you already know, in these past 3 years, the pattern has changed drastically. But what happens is that the syllabus remains same. That means you need to update yourself. With this syllabus, you need to change your approach. And that change in approach is required, in which we assist you. We can succeed in this exam only if we keep the track of this change in pattern, and we can streamline our preparation as per these changes. So this was all about NATA. We discussed about the syllabus, the division of syllabus, the kind of questions they ask, the number of marks, their weightages, the types of questions, all these details. If you have any queries, you can contact us. The details are in the description. Also, best of luck. Keep preparing. Thank you.